Hey, YouTube. Okay, we should be live on YouTube as well. How's it going, everybody? It's another day, another live stream. And I'm gonna slightly... am I gonna slightly lower my music? Yes, I am. Today's plan is very simple. We are going to probably just mainly go through the improve my game section. Hey Timidius, nice to see you here already. One person is awake. So hopefully we can go until it's your bedtime, whenever that may be. Hi Mahardika and Zahib Def. How's it going? I feel like those two are new names. And Giggles. You are very early up, I feel, because you're US time zone. We have all three time zones now. Let's go. We have Central, like we have Europe, we have US, and we have New Zealand, apparently. So yeah, I have good news. First of all, it's 5 a.m. Been up since 2:30. That's you got the early grind set. You watched that video that I did, like just wake up earlier. Hey Mike 10. Some updates. We ended up shuffling some content around. Tier list is gonna go live today in like a few hours, 6 hours from now. So get ready for the best tier list of 2026. It may also be the only tier list of 2026. I hope not, but it's gonna be a good tier list at least. So let's go for that. When's the new video coming out, Mike? Is there any plans for that one? Because it's been a while. You were part of the inspiration of it's been 3 weeks. That's not a good upload schedule, my dude. You were part of the inspiration of our latest video. So I'm looking forward to more. Yeah. In the meantime, I think we can just get going. I have no idea how many people are watching. Honestly, the stats are a bit wonky. Yeah, it's very calm right now. That should be fine. Wait, how does my YouTube work? Give me 1 second. Here, no. They changed the UI. Okay, I think we should be good. Accuracy, stamina, training VR. Oh, thank you, Fishor, for the Prime sub as well. I don't know if it's gonna show up. It should show up. But thank you very much for the Prime sub. Aha, it shows up. Thank you very much. Hey, Iguzi as well. Finishing the 50-page game project. Thanks for your amazing content, dude. It's really helpful and great motivation for people. Finally watching live. Finally, nice to see you as well, Fisher. What the hell is the 50-page game project? That feels like something that should not exist. It's like the antithesis of small games. Do you have anything on your channel? I feel like this has to be a typo, right? This shouldn't be training. This should be training, I would guess. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, let's just go through it. Mr. Wolf is a supporter tier, so he has priority for demos. I'm not really planning to do like, especially like demos. I don't really want to do today's stream too much about that. Maybe like some itch.io stuff. Like the more wonky stuff. But you know, if they pay me money, they get priority. That's what I always say. But I want to start with this one. Is my Steam page understandable enough? My game is complex and I worry the Steam page doesn't exactly explain, I guess, what you do as a player. For context, you only customize your team. I'm completely new to this, so I've just been winging it. Let's go and take a look at Automoles. VR FPS hybrid. You don't really like money, do you? Okay, Automoles. Recruit moles, collect trinkets, and combine them to epically eradicate the enemies of Big Duck. Your mole scenarios will do the fighting, set them up for victory. Okay. What does this trailer tell me? I feel like this is gonna be copyrighted music. Demented Arts. I'm about to release my first game on itch, finally. Let's just quickly join our Discord and make a post about it, and I'll take a look at it, and I can give you some better answers. Okay. So you buy moles. Strategy, auto battler, puzzle. Point and click. Auto battling puzzler. I feel like I have a pretty decent idea of what this is gonna be. It's like a roguelike deck. Absolute cinnamon. This is very beautiful. Hi, Revolver. How's the barrel game going? Um, this is an amazing GIF at least. Wait, so what's the question? I don't feel like it feels so complex. You only customize your team and then the turn-based battles are simulated. So like this, I don't really do anything. I mean, it's an auto battler, right? So then it makes sense, yeah. Not amazing. Oh, is it out? What's it called again? Barrel. Shoot the barrels. I guess this one. I mean, I'm sorry. I can tell you why this game has 69 wish lists. I would say right now. Let's dive into that in a second. Let me quickly wrap up auto moles. I would say it's got a pretty okay explanation. I feel like maybe the UI doesn't 100% explain what the game's gonna be like. But I think in terms of like, it's not that complex as you think it is going to be most likely. Hi JJ23P as well. Oh. Be sure. Oh, is this a... Why is... Oh, highlight my message. Okay, that's why. What's the plan for today's stream? So the plan for today's stream is kind of a... We do whatever. We have the Discord here. And then you can throw in something here. And then we're going to take a look at it during the stream. So if you like drop the link to the itch page or whatever in the Improve My Game, that's the channel here, then I can take a look at it. Like other people from the Discord can also respond to it, but like I will also take a look at it. So that's that. Yeah, I think this is not, I think I've said everything I want to say about this. I don't think it's overcomplicated. So, shoot the barrels. Why does this game only have 69 wish lists? Because it looks like it deserves 69 wish lists. I'm sorry. Revolver, I'm not gonna lie to you. We know each other for a while. I think the game just visually does not what it has. Like, I know you're a talented developer. And it's like an on-purpose kind of asset flippy. Like, I guess the mindset is like, what if we take one of those like mobile ads, but make it an actual game and like a good game? The problem is these screenshots do not scream good game to me. Like, for example, what do I notice? Okay, you're using Cinti. Whatever. How would I improve this? I would use like some sort of other water shader. And then also you're not using like low poly VFX for like the effects, which also it's like very clashing. Also you're using stroke. Yeah, it's those clone games you get with ads for when scrolling YouTube. That is kind of the point, I would say. Incremental game about shooting exploding barrels. The problem is it doesn't like give me like the twist. Like you're like, oh, I'm making this game, but with a twist, it's actually good. But I'm not seeing that twist from the media and the screenshots and all of that, basically. Like, let me take a look at the actual trailer, but I don't think this is going to be much better. Like, for example, your water. Is it like, it's maybe a dumb thing, but like, it just feels very cheap and like low. But like, I think certain parts are good. Maybe what I would try also is, let me go to Cinti store. I don't know if you have the Cinti All Access Pass. I would try to use a Cinti sidekick character instead of like the default Cinti characters as well. Because right now it's like extremely low poly and I don't think it really fits. Especially like once again, like if you look at this screenshot, the effects just don't make sense. Doesn't even Cinti have I think they have a VFX pack. Am I dreaming it? I think so. Maybe I'm dreaming it. But still, you have like more low poly VFX, I think. And I think that's the thing of like what makes an asset flip often is a lack of cohesion. Let's go and take a look at some asset flips. Yeah, polygon particles. I assumed they had something. I don't know if like this is going to be the best one. Yeah, particle VFX pack. If you have like the Cinti pause, these are included. I don't know if these are the best, honestly. Maybe not. But yeah, we're gonna look at some slop. But we do have to be careful. Popular upcoming releases. And then all upcoming releases. And then we go for games. Let's find like something that looks like it's going to be bad. Oh, and let's make sure it's 3D. Then Betty. Nah, this looks pretty okay still. Poly TD. Okay. This also is doing pretty good. Okay. I want... You know what I want. Like the... Isn't this a... No, this is not a viewer game. But I know which one this is. Banner Bound. This is also gonna get good wish lists, I feel. Yeah. Like this is once again a Cinti asset, like Cinti characters. And like pretty basic assets. But they have like a cohesive art style. This looks like a game that fits together and you're like, I don't really care that these are Cinti assets. This is a very unique game, but not what I was looking for. My building. Can I find some good slop that fits what I want? Bricklayer? Nope. I guess we're not gonna find it here. This is it. Is this it? I feel like this is gonna be a good bad one. Yeah, 7 wish lists, just like some asset packs. Still like not horrible asset packs slapped together. Still once again cohesion. Anyway, going back to shoot the barrels. I think your Steam page is gonna... we've been watching your videos and following a lot of what you guys say. We get 2 games every 2 months. Okay, yeah. Okay, so that's a good rate. So basically, what would I do revolver over? I would look at different VFX. And then also, I think there's like a free one even. I think it's called Poseidon. We used it in Forge Industry, it was like $5. But there are free low poly. Hello, did we not look up anything? Low poly water. Like, you have... okay, no, this wasn't a free one. You have free ones, as far as I remember. That just, like, once again, add some movement already, once again, to the game. Instead of, like, this is also, like, the colors are, like, way too bright. Like, you're using, like, a Unity, like, light at, like, 2 or 3 brightness. Way too much. Turn this guy into a Cinti sidekick character. Play around with your shadows, because, like, you have shadows, but it feels very rough. I think the font needs to be changed to maybe not have that much stroke, or maybe not be like a futuristic. I think visuals are the biggest problem, because I look at this game and I am immediately like hard turned off because of how this game looks, where it's not even like trying to subvert expectations. This just feels like an actual asset flip. If I didn't know you and like who you are, I would have been like, I think this should not have been on Steam. I know who you are. So like, if we look at like the other stuff that you've released, it's like, okay, you know what you're doing. Like, Wheelbot has very good visuals in comparison. This is like, is this the same developer? Because I remember this was very nice and smooth. And then we go back to this, and it's like whiplash. This would be like the kind of game, if I get it submitted, there's like this idea I have that I don't know when I will ever do it, or if I will ever do it, of like remaking our viewers' bad games. Where I see like a viewer making a bad game, and then I'm like, I think I can make it better than this. And then just like go it that way. That's kind of the stage that I'm at with this. Of like, especially when you look at the trailer, it's not as bad of like, you know, the game feel and like things like that are okay. Like those are nice. But otherwise, it's just not it, I would say. I kind of miss like the value of what makes this better than the mobile ads. Hey Seamus, and also Seamus, by the way, we have 2 Seamuses now. Steam game quality getting good where you can't find slop now? I don't think so. I just need like a specific kind of slop, basically. Oh, Zingitis. Dude, I need you to answer. How to protect project, for example, when crowdfunding, for others not to steal your game idea? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Please, I care a ton about this. Nobody cares. You're the only person that cares about it. That's what it comes down to. So don't worry about it. Oh, hi Moxan as well. How's it going? And Adrian, how's it going? You need to add waves of monsters with bosses and make it as a roguelite. Maybe. Or it needs to be explained better. Like, is it an actual, like, incremental? Maybe. Once again. You can't. I will steal your idea and make it quicker. So, I wouldn't worry about it. It's indeed an improve my game as well. So, yeah. I wouldn't go to worry about it. Let's take a quick look at this one first. Fix and Clerk. Okay. Have I seen this before? It's like Papers, Please. Like, I feel like I've seen this one before. Oh, maybe I should share my screen. Whoopsies. I will steal it even quicker. We're gonna make a competition. Another video idea I once had is like, I take like, where are you taking games from? The forum you shared on Discord? This is kind of from Discord. We have a channel called Improve My Game. If you have like a question, it's not really demos. That's the goal of this stream. It's more like general like things and all of that. Can we get a bicep check? No, it's a horrible point right now. We're not doing that. I'm sorry. I cry myself to sleep each night. You work for a device company and your job is to verify paperwork customers before handing them their repaired device for them. Check, interrogate, and confirm their identity. Okay, this font is rough. I was gonna say, like, you have a pretty nice art style. And then I came to this screenshot. And then it's like, I don't know if this is what I would do. Like, this feels visually very weird compared to the rest of... Oh, I get it. It's the font that has like the squares are part of the font and it's transparent. But this just looks bad, like having the spaces in between. I would not... Like, these are like so much nicer and it feels very out of place. Like, I don't know, whatever playing Shine Eyes. And then like pick a card does not look good. Like, yeah, how do I explain this? It should all be pixel art is basically what it comes down to. Even if it's just like a pixel font. Why use those ugly fonts? I work as a UI designer and cringe every time someone uses those stylized fonts. Yeah, I think having made this the same font as your like DG Corp, for example, or yeah, even here you use it, like that is definitely correct. Would be a giant improvement. Yeah, there's... Oh, hi Brano as well. How's it going? I saw you're making an incremental game as well. Or well, planning on. So, I hope that's coming out soon. I mean, I saw the video about it. It'll come out soon. Just use Roboto. Just use the fonts you're already using, I would say. Okay, we have that thing. What do you think I can add to it about the Steam page? So that's one. I think the capsule is pretty okay. Your job is to verify customer. Okay, so this is the exact same thing. I mean, that's maybe fine. Beware of scammers in the sky coming to claim devices that are not there. After being jobless for more than 3 years, you finally get referred to a junior position. I feel like it's... I feel like story mode and endless mode, these should be moved to the bottom. And these should be moved to the top. Because this is actual gameplay. This is not really like... I don't really care about the story. That's not why I come here. I come to see like... interrogate and chase. You can give them their device. Like, I would just flip up the order of these two, I would say. Have the screenshots. Yeah, the font is rough. Oh, you don't. Oh, you do have a trailer. Never mind. Oh, this is immediately like F tier trailer. Okay, we have very basic stuff. I think you do not need to have these like text intros. I would say. Oh, there's a typo here. Shielding instead of shielding. From the weather. Okay, so I immediately see like what they mean. Like, oh, it's kind of things are gonna be off, and it's like some things are wrong, some things are good. What do you think about the game called Zero Sievert, to the extraction game? Good luck with your incremental game. Hey, who knows? I don't know if I'm working on an incremental game. I just know that you're working on one. I think Zero Sievert is a good game. I met the developer. But it's a game that took years of development. It's not something you can easily do. It's kind of like... also like Escape from Duckov. They are games that, yeah, there's demand for, but there's just a very high amount of work to actually do it well. Okay. Chase fraudsters. So how does this look? Oh, you just spray them if they're wrong. Yeah, this font is just messing everything up. This is a miserable font choice. I think what I would do is instead of these cards of like having like the full screen, make them lower thirds in like the same style as your like dialogue text. So you have like typewriter effect coming in of like, oh wait, so this one I would do. Check. I think maybe check is not enough. Like, I would be like, you start with a text box appearing on like this. So this character isn't... Imagine for a second. This guy is gone. Lower third appears. It's like a pixel art text box that says like, hey, it's your first day. Check the customers. And then customer fades in and we continue the trailer from this point. And go from there. I think otherwise, gameplay-wise, I think it's okay. It's not the best genre. I think definitely the pixel art would be the thing that carries this the most. I think it's a little bit of an uphill battle. But it can work, maybe. Yeah. I think maybe some like more nitpicky stuff is also like there's like no color overlap between like your capsule and like the actual game. I feel like the game is very samey-colory, like very brown and red, which may be on point. Like also your color palette for like your Game Boy and your Switch and things like that is also very much brown and red. Hello, white t-shirt guy, Bevy guy here. Long time no see you. Yeah. So yeah, drop the fonts. And flip these around, and then maybe at some point go ahead to redoing trailer so that it has like no more of the big text pop-ups, and I think you should be good then. Shit, people are coming in. Okay. I'm in this Steam page for my small game I'm making. What's the best way to make a gameplay trailer? I also have a demo on itch. Okay, so you don't have a trailer yet. Okay, so it's not amazing. Is it a web build? No, I have to download the free demo. The best way to make a demo is just to record like half an hour of you playing it. And then cutting that up. This is a wild one. Pregnancy-themed stages and cozy visuals. Oh. Casual deck bundle defense game about protecting your growing life. Build your deck, repel incoming threats. I progress through the stages. I have another Bite Me viewer. Let me see. I think it's called Become. You need to make a bundle with this guy when your games release. This is a game about fertilizing, and then this is a game about protecting once it's been fertilized. It's a match made in heaven, if you ask me. There's a bundle in there somewhere. Otherwise, I think the art style is very rough. I think that's gonna be an issue. But otherwise, yeah, you just record gameplay footage and then put it together. Also, make sure your GIFs are all like the same width, because this is like very... I don't know. It's not taking up the full width. But also like having the single solid color black background, for example. Yeah, this doesn't look like... Also, your screenshot is like, why is there white here? You're not using the full... Like, part of your text is cut off. The icons are like, why is this like not centered? Oh well. Like, I think it's not just the trailer you should worry about. That's what it comes down to. Oh, I get the name why it's called Bump Guardian, at least. So yeah. It starts with parallax in the background. Yeah, you need like something like a pattern. Oh, it's like visual novel pattern. Can I find it? Is this what it's called? No. Yeah, visual novel... No, not background. But they often have visual novel menu backgrounds. They have like, you know, like these like repeating patterns and things like that. You kind of know what I mean, I feel. Not really, not a good example. But I think you need more than simply solid color black, basically. And I quickly wanted to highlight a comment by Nico BBS Marix. If you invite me, consider DLC for your games, like an extra map for Unicycle Pizza Time. You might do it. Are not in the Discord. How do I know? I announced this a few days ago. So we now have a streaming schedule that we're trying out. So we are now here at the Hangout. Look what we have tomorrow. We have some Unicycle Pizza Time level design. We're going to be doing it every week. So, current plan, for those unaware, is we submitted Unicycle Pizza Time for Bit Summit, which is end of May. Because I do realize, like, you know what, maybe Unicycle Pizza Time is still selling to this day. I think if we make a new map, we can probably still do like a decent content creator push and all of that. It would be a free update, is the idea. Not a paid DLC. I don't think we have the volume to make sense for a paid DLC, but I think if we make it a free update, we do it together with like a new blast of content creator outreach, and then we also hopefully participate in Bit Summit. I think that's good. And the goal is I'm just gonna like slowly work on it. I'm gonna work like mainly on stream, especially like first few months. I know what I want to do. I actually was working on it earlier. I don't think I can see it anymore. Let me go to my Git history. Oh, thanks for the follow, by the way, Detra Proto. So yeah, these are some pre-live stream commits. And then the last update for Unicycle Pizza Time was 13 months ago. So 13 months ago, I started working on a new map. But it kind of never got made. And now it's kind of, we want to go back with it. So we're going to like slowly work on it on the live streams, because it's something that I can just like, you know, it's pretty chill. It's Unicycle Pizza Time. Yeah. Do you mean half tone pattern when looking for visual novel? Yeah, I think that's kind of what I am looking for. Do you have any experience in Node? Like Node.js? I have no idea. Asking everyone is how you were answering questions. This is a game development stream. There is no Node.js here. Hi Kex, how's it going as well? You've been quiet on the stream. How's your descent into Linux and making your own game engine? And in the meantime, let's go and take a look. I've been working on this for 5 months. Demo will out in a few weeks. Should I rename the game? The current title is too hard. Fallen Banners. What's too hard about Fallen Banners? I am stuck in Qatar. Did they take your passports? Are you building football stadiums? Servers are part of game development. No, not at all. Everyone is making single player games. Oh, the snowstorm cancelled flights to the US. Yeah, you have to go to Boston. It's Toro Strife. Wait. Oh, Fallen Banners would be the new name, I guess, then. Toro Strife. Maybe Fallen Banners is better. Yeah, if Fallen Banners isn't taking it, I would think Fallen Banners is way better. So what do I think about? I'm stuck at 450 wish lists. Okay. I think once again... Why is all your art so blurry? I don't know if you guys can see this, but like... What engine are you using? Is this a Unity game? I think Fallen Banner sounds very nice. Also, this is... I wouldn't... Not pixel perfect, yep. Are you using like compression? Or like the... What's it called? Like point? Because I feel like you need to change like some of your Unity sprite import settings so you get the crisp pixel art, because this looks miserable in comparison. Anti-aliasing is going to mess with the pixel textures. No, it's OBS. No, it's not OBS, guys. Because it's in my eyes, it looks miserable already as well. Like, even if I zoom in, okay, like, you know, it's still like kind of like, okay, sure, it's somewhat compressed. Do I have something that isn't like compressed to shit I can look at? Anyways, it doesn't look good. In-game looks good. My dude, it doesn't matter that in-games it looks good if like everyone goes to the Steam page and it looks like garbage. Why? Yeah. Like also like this UI on the side is just so compressed. And then here it looks better. Okay, yeah, here it looks... Why are your... I don't know if you can see it well. But like... I feel like they're wrong aspect ratios. These horse guys are squished compared to these. Like you're using different sizes of pixel art. I don't like this visual style. Is it AI generated pixel art? Because like the logos also feel like extremely high res in comparison. Okay, not mentioned at least. No. Because you're mixing so much, I would say, in terms of like, your different pixel art sizes are just so inconsistent. Also, like you have 0 shadows, which would be an easy win. The units themselves are an asset pack. Okay, so you're still like mixing stuff at least. Yeah, because I can see like the trees are extremely different. Your sorting layers seem to be off. Your scaling seems to be off. Being stuck in Qatar, lived there for 4 years. I mean, so at least it's hot. Okay. Capsule art, really good. Also the Fallen Banners one. I think Fallen Banners is a name that goes really hard in like a good way. I don't know why this is like so blurry though. The trailer? Let's take a look at the trailer quickly. Okay. Yeah, so this part looks good. This is like what these people want. I just think that the base static visuals are not great, I would say at least. Also, like, why are you using this font? You do not need to use this font for this game. There are hundreds of free fantasy fonts you can use. Don't use stroke like that. Because like here once again, like the pixel art is at least it's somewhat consistent, but like the hearts. Also, why is this like this has artifacts? This is a game dev questions hangout, but it's becoming a miserable Steam page roast. Where like once again, this is just like so compressed to shit that it does not look good as well. Okay, a list of features instead of fantasy. Oh yeah, indeed. Campaign mode, battle simulator, summary. So that is a game dev questions roast. The game dev question is you don't have to only ask like Steam page things. That's just what people ask me. If you have different questions of like why should I not use Godot, I can answer those as well. But mainly people want Steam page advice, I guess. Like what this game kind of reminds me of. It's another Bite Me Viewer game of like. I mean, this still has decent art now. Actually, I thought it used to be worse. Maybe it was the number one? No, both of them are kind of 3D. Never mind. But I think this needs a lot of art love. Why should I not use Godot? Because you're not giving money to an evil CEO. And that's what we should all do. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna move on to the next one. I'm building a simple incremental game. Let's go, Moxan. Time for you to wake up. Run-based incremental game where you manage a spaceship with strict limited resources, keep oxygen, water, and energy under control. When any of these reaches 0, the run ends. No drama, no second chances. Wait, so do I... Oh, I can move myself. Is this an incremental game? So, I feel like in an okay, I have HP. I can move around. I mine stuff. I replenish. Is it like a time limit? No. There's no other inputs. I need more oxygen. And completed. Okay. Am I blind or was there no timer? Okay, so then I can go to skill tree. I have 350 credits. Where do I buy this? Oh, I need to buy collection aura first. Okay, space breaks 1. Laser range. Laser power. Okay, start run. Like I have H2O, energy, and O2. But I can't see how long until my run is over, which feels like an oversight if you're making something that is run-based. I can see how much energy I'm losing. Oh, it's just when any of these... Oh no, it's the run ends, no drama. That's the whole point. Look up. Yeah, I can see the 3 timers. I thought it was going to be like, if it reaches 0, it's just game over. But energy is the timer. I see. So I want to increase my energy. And then let's start another run. Okay, so now I have like more. And then movement makes me lose more energy as well. So the biggest bottleneck is by far energy. laser. So I guess some of these things give me credits. The gold ones, maybe. I think the pacing is too slow for like your first runs. Because it's been like pretty much 5 minutes, I would say, and we've done 2 loops. Where I think the best incremental games that I've played, your first loops are like 20 seconds. Yeah, this was 45 already. And I assume it's only gonna last longer. 50% energy generation. I don't think... Okay, yeah, sure. Energy is the timer. The question is, does energy need to be abstracted this way? Maybe. Maybe I would make it bigger. Trying to figure it out. I think you definitely want to have some sort of like an auto mode as well, because I don't think it's a great mechanic of having to like use your mouse to navigate. Like, yeah, sure, to a certain degree I can like plan what's the rocks I go for, but on the other hand it feels kind of random. What's the value of having 3 different resource systems? No, this is just how much. So give the mouse and the tractor beam for the resources. Yeah. Like I collect O2, H2O, silicon and iron, and those things individually give me more as well, but I can't see what's inside of a rock before I do it. How many credits do I have? 244. Asteroid density. Collection aura. Okay, automatically collect debris. So it's gonna be better? Wow, it's not really better. Might not be a good mechanic, but Space Rock Breaker has 1500 reviews in 1 month. I'm going to hazard a guess and say that Space Rock Breaker is of much higher quality level and like polish level than this as well, which I think does matter. I think incremental games, like the short-scoped incremental games, do need to have a good cohesive art style. Maybe that's optimistic, but I think all of the good ones do have that. That's like kind of the entrance prize, the participation prize. If you want to play on Steam, you need to have decent visuals. Look at how Space Rock Breaker looks. Yeah, I don't even need to look already to already know like how this is going to be way more visually interesting. Yeah. This is like a way better game feel. They have a pachinko machine. That's what, not like a pachinko, but like... This is like way, way, way different. Have you ever seen my video on combat feel? I have not. I'm actually, I think I'm gonna expose myself. I think I'm actually not subscribed to you. No, I am. But you haven't made it recently, I feel. When the hell did you make one on combat feel? No idea. Okay, so we go back skill tree. I can do more capacity, piercing beam, laser power, more collection aura. Yeah. So I can replenish O2HON and the Vitritron. Oh, mouse button wash stance. Oh, only if I have unlocked the skill. I think it's not interesting. Like, we played like the idle like city, not like city builder, but like the railways one, and that one actually felt way more interesting, I would say. Also in terms of like the visual feel of the game. Whereas I think something I've been realizing more and more, if you want to make your incremental game like 10 times better, it's gonna be a dumb thing, but like, make your incremental game 10 times better. Use bigger numbers. It's like, okay, everything is 100. Why don't we make this 1,000? Why don't we like just 10x everything we get, basically? Instead of using 7 fuel, you use 70 fuel. These are games that, like, very simplified, come down to, I want big numbers. Cakes referenced you had misinformation on what you can show about Steam Powered. What can you actually show? Cakes just doesn't have Riz. That's what it comes down to. Cakes does not have the charisma to talk to people at Valve and just ask them. I'm gonna pull it up again. I've showed this before. I'm not gonna put like his email in here. I think I need to use the different snap. That's settings. Thank you, Windows. That's not what I wanted. This is an email that I had as a follow-up from when I went to Gamescom, DevCom, I think 2 years ago at this point. I don't think this is misinformation. You're welcome to build videos, how to use the partner tools to build store pages and ship games on Steam. I checked you are legal, it would not violate the intent of the NDA. Sharing impression data or UI related to impressions. So this is if you, like, yeah, the partner statistics side, it's like the kind of thing where you track like the UTM and you do like those kinds of breakdowns. And that's it basically. I'm still planning to make videos about this basically. I have like a few ideas. Because YouTube, to make like a mini play, I don't know if I want to do like one big video or like a whole bunch of small videos. It's kind of what I'm still trying to figure out as well. So yeah. Cakes, the invitation is still open for the creator clash next time we go to Gamescom. The opportunist in me, they say concerned, not that it's not allowed. Maybe as well. But hey, I'm on good terms with the Valve guys, I would say, so I'm not gonna do anything that's not allowed. Should we do one more run? Like, ship durability doesn't really feel meaningful to me. Space breaks, thruster power also doesn't really matter. I feel like I just want to collect more. O2 and H2 I'm not running out of. Okay, this sounds pretty interesting. Multi-targeted laser. I think this is a visual bug, that there's just like a floating laser beam. I think something else is like the difficulty does not increase per run. Because I think that's another thing with like the incrementals. Oh, we have 2 laser beams at the same time. Of like, yeah, you're more powerful. But like, let's say I get 100% more powerful, so I'm double as powerful. The game doesn't stay at like the same level. But the game gets more difficult as well to like 70% or something. So that you always still feel somewhat challenged, even though you're more powerful. And I feel like, once again, that's not really here. There's not much of a threat here. Yeah, so always energy is just a problem. H2O and O2 doesn't really matter at all. Yeah. I'm gonna leave it at this. Not ideal. Like, I think I would... I don't know if I would do the movement and all of that. H2O and O2 could be ditched, yeah. But then the question is, okay, is it all of that? I'm not sure. Jesus, we have a lot of... new clicky bidder. Clicky builder. Farewell's clicker. An addictive blend of clicker and city builder. Expand your island, develop your city, and produce resources endlessly. Upgrade your buildings and skills to a vast skill. This needs a demo as soon as possible. I like the art style. I like the skill tree. I don't like this art. I think generally this font I would change as well. To be... I'm assuming this is an effect of like the number was up. But once again, I think the font is the biggest issue that I would be dealing with right now. I think the assets are cute. Build. Click. Oh, and every time you click, everything goes up. Okay, I've seen a game like this before. Okay, developers here. This was very work in project. Skill tree. Maybe I would give it a little bit more game feel. Okay, yeah, some of the icons in the game, I assumed so. You probably want to get rid of those. I think the font, having a good secondary font, like the Farewells is good. Good secondary font can make sense. It reminds me a lot of like Bridges and Docks. Maybe just because of like the way they do like the world generation. I like the visualization. I think generally the art style is pretty good. What would I change? It's just for this genre, like playtests and playtests, and like throwing it on itch and all of those things, basically. And with that out of the way, let's take a look at Godot 4.6. What are they doing? Fresh look, fresh focus, new editor team. Oh, these are the Kenny assets, I think, as well. Yeah, the passive start team. Jolt, different physics. Docks. Inverse kinematics. Reflections. Okay. The question is, let's go. What has David Snowpack been doing? He's been doing a lot. This is a Patreon. He's a good guy. Hello, little boy. Hello, Comrade Chonky. Mark parameters and results as required. This guy has set 3 features added. Still pretty nice. Cradle, required, and JSON. Pretty good. Good job, David. I think they also 4.6 fixes the bug that you can't use like in OBS. CSV translation support. Oh yeah, they only did like PO files, I think. C# translations are now parsed like... Oh, I see, okay. Hey Loya, how's it going? Want to talk. Ah, this is cool. Is it useful? Not at all. But it's interesting. I mean, I don't think there's a big problem why I would hate Godot. Ah, this is a good feature to have. What do you mean they didn't have this? Live previews. Are we gonna switch to Godot? Nope. Not anytime soon. And not anytime soon, but I think it is still getting better. So yeah. There is a build on itch. Let's take a look. Farewells. Here. No. Farewells clicker. Farewells clicker. It is not called whatever you called it on Steam, at least. Let's go to the next one. Oh no, there is an itch page. Why can't I not? Oh, is it maybe unlisted? Maybe since the new 4.6 is coming, I can make another 48-hour game video to try out the features. I don't think so. What the hell is T and O? I have no idea what these namings are. Let's just go to the next one. What the crap? Testing my game, what the crap? Okay, this is very compressed. Let's pause the Skyrim music for a second as well. Is this the highest resolution I have? 720p in the year of our Lord 2026. Okay, we have no audio. Why is this so low res? What am I looking at? I have no idea what this gameplay is. I'm floating, I'm growing, I'm eating crabs. No shadows is indeed a big one. This feels like... I don't know what this feels like, but it's not good. This looks like a Godot game. Is I think one thing I can say. Game is under development, so you can help us to reach better results. I think you need to get better at explaining what the game is gonna be about. Oh. I was gonna say maybe we can learn more. Now it's kind of like Null Fall Guys. God, this feels like a Roblox game. And that's it. I would do some market validation and some staring at the wall and asking yourself what the game is that you're actually making before you do further development on this. No chance this is Godot? I don't know. I don't think you can make a game looking this bad looking in Unity. That's what it comes down to. Okay, thank you very much. It's about 2 months ago I did a viewer call-in. And honestly, it didn't go very well for me since the game has completely changed. And I generally love for you to check it out again. Oh, it's timestamped, so we can easily figure out what this was. I think I know what it is. It was about the house, I think. Yeah, it was this one. Basically, the guy had like an empty room. And then it was going to be like a whole story thing about soccer, and that's it. So there's a new Steam page. Okay, this is a very different game. I think the art style is massively improved in general. It looks like, you threw in the horror asset pack, like the horror FPS engine toolkit. I think this was Unity from what I remember. Lots of screenshots. It seems to have like a core mechanic centered around the phone, based on like here as well. Mysterious phone to push beyond confinement. I think good thing on getting rid of the soccer. So the previous one, there was something of like, oh, we're gonna use soccer as like the core, which doesn't make sense. The phone is central to survival. Managing its battery matters. Restoring powers open new paths. Charging it marks your progress and allows you to push deeper into the unknown. Okay. You wake up confined, disoriented, and alone. Phone your only source of light, targets, and progress. I feel like that's a more interesting idea already to have, at least. I think lighting, especially in screenshots like this, feels off. Also, your shadows are extremely low res here, for example. And it looks like this material or like this box doesn't get any lighting. I think otherwise screenshots are a bit dark. This needs a more scary font if you want to make it look scary. I would focus a little bit more on showing what the phone actually does. Because now all I can feel from it is it has a flashlight and a battery. So that would be something that if it's the core of your game, which I assume it is because you have the phone in the capsule as well, I would focus a little bit on more so. Okay. I feel like your gameplay is not at 30 FPS. It feels choppy to look at it. And I think there's too many, how do I explain this? Take your time a little bit more with the shots and make them progress, because now it feels more like a highlight reel, random asset pack simulator, like Timitia says, of like, I have all of these scary places in my game and I'm just gonna put all of them in quick shots behind me, but I'm not giving the viewer enough time to understand what's going on. Like, it's very rough transition. It's like, okay, there's a lever, but you turn around, this is like an unwatchable blur. We immediately go to the next one. And we go to the next one, and I don't really have any clue what is going on right now. Where that first second you had like the little text of like, wake up Dumbo, but this has no sound. Also, it feels like a fairy doesn't belong in a horror game. Like, this is good, and then the moment we hit this point, it kind of goes whack of like, what are we doing? This is a point where maybe you want to have something like, the Saw guy who like tells you, do you want to play a game? Or like, who tells you why you are here, why the player is here, why am I solving these puzzles? Where I think you need to give a little bit more time to try and show the story of the game and like what the end goal is. And here you're trying to force like a jump scare. And then like you had the music, but I think the music... Wait, I'm gonna once again stop the Skyrim music. Let's make this louder. So we just have like, first of all, your audio isn't centered. There's like the droning sound is mainly on the left ear. I think you guys can hear this as well. Footsteps are centered. And then later on here, you try to force a jump scare. I think here. But I have honestly no idea what I'm looking at. I see like barely some legs. I guess it's gonna be like a spider or something. Maybe this is your arachnophobia mode. You just don't see the thing. And then you have like the extra music coming in. But you also have the droning going on still in this one ear. And I think the sound design of the trailer just isn't really up to snuff in that regard, to where... wait, let me check in. What you're missing, for example, here is there's no riser. So when you have a trailer, a horror trailer, you build up tension first. It's called a riser, horror riser, like 5 to 10 seconds of like, you know, the violin like shrieking up at a higher pitch. And then it's the impact. Whereas now it doesn't really feel like that much tension. I also can't see what's the thing that I would be scared about. So I would look at those things. One, what's the point of the phone? I think the phone also doesn't really get explained much in the trailer. And then the second thing I would do is like try to redo the trailer at some point and maybe get a different kind of charge port box thing. Riser and then silence. Yeah, riser, silence, and then impact or something like that, but not just impact. And like that's like the first time you add a sound effect to your game, basically. Hey, A6 Giddy. It's not really focused on trailers. It's just whatever people send to us, basically, that we're going to be looking at. Feedback on gameplay and trailer. Haven't announced the game yet. Okay, this is the interesting stuff. This is the true forced looks. Guys, nobody steal his game idea. Although from just this image, I already feel like it's going to be hard. Let me turn it a bit lower. Okay. Smuggle the goods. Dodge the law. Get the bag. I think UI design is good. Maybe a little bit too much there. I think the core mechanic you chose for your game is just not the best one. Game feel is also once again good, but I think this zoom in is weird. I think this is one thing that I'm not sure about if I would do the depth. Like zoom in. I like the mob and then like this transition as well. Is this a mega bonk incremental? Am I missing? Here's your deal. Oh yeah. This is kind of like the 3D version of that other game we played earlier, the one. Yeah, the UI is good, the game feel is good, but the gameplay just leaves me asking like why, kind of. And I think it has a little bit too much text. I think some things of text are good. Then also, I'm not sure if the music is ideal. They all unlisted? Yeah, they're all unlisted, so we can't see like the progress. The gameplay doesn't look exciting, the rest looks marketable. That's kind of what I'm running into as well. Like, game feel looks good. UI looks good. But, yeah. Protect the pit. Oh, Atom! No more, yeah, you released this one recently, I saw. I also once had a desktop idler about birds, but this one was very nice as well still. And then protect the pit. Is it an incremental? Tower defense. Ooh, this looks nice. short incremental clicker game. He doesn't lose. I think you won the Bite Me Game Awards as well at some point, no? Did you put for Tranquil Isle? Did you put it on your Steam page? No. Okay, maybe you didn't win. I'm sorry if you didn't win. But, oh, I recognize this font. It's maybe a bit of a weird one. Okay, Moxan, wake up again. This feels a bit slow. Oh, but they go into the pit. Oh, it's an incremental tower defense game. I would start the music at this point, like where it starts with the start at the start. I think the audio is definitely the weakest point of this trailer so far. And then I think it needs to be more crazy. Like, I think the crazy stuff needs to come earlier, like these kinds of screenshots. Not screenshots, but like gameplay. Where just showing like 4 enemies just isn't really intriguing to me. Let's take a look. I want to just cross-reference without holds, which is also some Bite Me viewers. How do they do it? I feel like they show the crazy stuff faster. No? Am I wrong? Oh, they spend a lot of time on... Like, they have more enemies at least. A little bit more craziness? Not as much as I was thinking. Oh, here it goes. I would... Like, 5x... I don't know, I think it was a good build-up, but the music should have ramped as well deferred. Yeah, I think the music was very much a bit underwhelming. I think the art style is very good. I think the gameplay idea is very good. I think the art is pretty good for the capsule as well. I think the skill tree is very nice. I think honestly this is just going to be once again a solid banger from Tom Daly. I think that's the only thing I can say here. Like, this looks very nice. It has a great art style. I would bet good money on this game going well. Like, I like the way like the skill tree is designed. Yeah. No screen shake. I think that should be the least of the worries. Like, I think like from this point the music is good. I think it's just the first 10, 20 seconds it's not ideal of that song. Incremental game doing well. Who would have thought? If only you were to have made your next incremental game, Moxan. Who knows? Bite Me can actually buy that farmhouse and do executive retreats. Our trailer is also work in progress because most of the game is just not done. I mean, okay, but then you know. We gave that one a go. Made my first horror page. Coming soon, chapter 2. What can I change to get more wishlist? Not use chapters for your game. That's like one of those things that maybe at some point I want to do a deep dive of why you shouldn't do I mean, it's not even like a deep dive, I feel. I think using chapters for your horror game. Oh, it's free to play, and then chapter 2 is going to be like paid or something, maybe? I think if your free to play horror game gets 16 reviews in 3 months, I think it's kind of fucked. I think the capsule is very much not good. It's very hard to see what's going on. Solve puzzles, that seems... How do you get wishlists for these styles of games? It's just demos and content creators. And that's it. But I think you automatically shoot yourself in the foot by calling it chapters, is what I would say. Where instead of doing chapters, I think you're better off doing it like, oh, Mike 10, are you here? Who are the guys that have like... They do like not like chill-ass art. There's like these other horror. There's a bunch of horror game developers that just make like games in the same art style and setting. Serafini? No, it's like oh, god damn it! It's like low poly PSX style more. I can find it. I think. Give me a second. Fears to Fathom. That's the one. NVF you win nothing. But I think a Fears to Fathom approach is going to be way better than calling it chapters. Why are chapters bad? Because chapter 2 immediately implies, oh, I need to have played chapter 1 first. I think chapters only works if your first chapter is like a Garden of Banban level. What is it written? Is it Banban? Yeah, Garden of Banban. Where like if your first game gets a few thousand people and also the mobile has like also so many people, I think then it can work because you always have like a drop off because chapter 3 is going to get even less people wanting it. Whereas also if you go to like a content creator, you're gonna go to a content creator and you're gonna tell them, hey, play my game. What was the name? Dark Watching chapter 2. Immediately they're going to be like, oh, but chapter 2 only makes sense if I play chapter 1, and maybe I don't want to commit to playing 2 games. Whereas if you go the Fears to Fathom approach, do I have them open? No. They kind of have like games in like the same setting and vibe and all of that, where like they could probably call these things chapters as well, because they kind of like tie into each other, but they just make them standalone games. So it's like, even though like one of these games came out like a year later and like is kind of a like prologue or an ending, you can play, you know from the title, oh, I can play these things standalone. And you know, when do chapters also make sense? If you're making big ass games, if you're making a Life is Strange, chapters make sense. I think Life is Strange had chapters. Can I find like the, maybe because it's remastered I can't get it anymore, but like these like very big narrative games, here chapters make sense because every single chapter is still 10 hours of gameplay. Whereas I'm gonna go out on a limb. Actually, I think I can see this. Dark Watching chapter 1 has an average playtime of 0.5 hours. Why not just make a better, longer game that is those two together? It, once again, doesn't really make sense, I would say, to split up a 2-hour game into 2 chapters. Basically. Yeah, you can call it like Dart Watching and then dash something. Like, don't use chapter, use like, I don't know, Underground Escape. Just a stupid name. Don't use Underground Escape, please. But like, making it like so that you don't have to be like, oh, I need to have played chapter 1 to do chapter 2. How did to do dev to Devon? I don't know how to say it exactly. But I would go for that because I feel like it lacks the reason why now. The next part is expected to release. We currently experience issues with the 3D Waller as the previous one has left our team. The 2 Devon. You got it. Okay. Oh, here it's called Dark Watching Chapter 1, The Bunker. Just call it Dark Watching, The Bunker. I feel like we don't have that here. I feel like the Steam page of the first one is a lot better than the second one. But at the end of the day, it's pretty general horror. It's like, yeah, I think you should just make a bigger game and then try to market that game. And then your question was, how do I market this? Right? Yeah. What can I change to get more wish lists? Probably 1, rename, and 2, just content creators. Send builds to content creators, send demos to things like that. Wow, a lot of people are making horror games. I feel like half of the games we've seen today are horror games. The other half are incremental games, and then we have the one like 2D strategy game. Museum Guard Exhibit Unknown is a horror game, solo or optional co-op for up to 4, work night shifts. It's night at the museum as a horror game. Okay. We'll change it. Next one won't be in chapter. I think that will help. Okay. Roll halls, investigate anomalies, and decide when to document and when to run. Short atmospheric horror game. Lone Night Guard, long gone to Occult Museum. So this is overtime anomaly. Yeah, Order 13, Mortuary Assistant. Unlocking keys and tools will reveal deeper secrets. Museum guard exhibit unknown has cigarettes and alcohol to restore sanity. Also, it can include terrifying moments. But the cigarettes, that's what's I will now make a horror game to fill the bucket with variety. January known as the scariest month of the year. Yeah, I don't know why. Okay, so the art is an asset pack, I think. I think this is Laertes, right? I don't think it's it looks good at least. I just want to double check, but I think it's gonna be this one, right? Need to close some tabs. Yeah. This... I think I once messaged William, oh, we can make an anomaly game with this environment as well. But I think this definitely feel a lot more like Order 13. Also with like the shop system. I think you want to get a demo or something for this. Optional co-op for 4 players. I think the co-op is going to be what sells this game. If you want to stand out a lot. I would lean in hard on that. As in like, right now, none of your marketing material shows the co-op. It's all recorded in single player, basically. You don't have any co-op GIFs. I would lean in hard on that. Because if you want to stand out, that's going to be what's going to make it stand out, basically. That would take it from generic asset flip to like, okay, this is actually a game that's fun to play with the boys. And I would lean in harder onto that. Have like a GIF of you smoking a cig with the boys. And then that's just it. I think otherwise the capsule is pretty good. I think that's my biggest thing indeed that I would say. I think it misses the magic thing that you're working on with co-op. If this was a single player game only and like you weren't planning on co-op, I would just say release this as fast as possible because I think it's kind of a fucked genre right now. And that's it. No new submissions. Guess we're done. Guess it's over. But I do think the visuals are pretty nice as well. It's kind of like what I wish Overtime Anomaly could have been. Should we make Overtime Anomaly 2? That's just like the same asset pack, but just like reimagined game design. Is that shitty to do? How do we call it? What's the sequel name for Overtime Anomaly? Overtime Anomaly Double Shift. That's how we're gonna call it. Chapter 2. What did we say about chapters, guys? Chapter 2, 100% indeed. Undertime Anomaly. Undertime Anomaly is an achievement. I think Undertime Anomaly is what we call it when you, complete a full work week within 20 minutes. It's kind of like our speedrunner achievement. Rating slop. Underpaid Anomaly. Yeah. Yeah, because we had... Like, I was looking at Unicycle Pizza Time earlier. And it's been like a year since we touched this. I mean, nobody's posting stuff right now, so we can kind of like go go off script. Or like, kind of like, you know, we just talk about whatever. You don't have all achievements in overtime anomaly. I reset them a few times because sometimes we get like notifications of like people who can't get an achievement, and then I have to delete them. Oh, I can get this one easy, and then this one we just need to get a specific anomaly, and that's it. But like, I have most of them. I think there were just some issues with some of them. Pick a unicycle riding a human? I'm not gonna do it. How do you get such high quality GIFs? So, Rick, the secret is you don't need to make GIFs anymore. You can just upload videos now. Oh, I can do something that according to Cakes I cannot do. Let's go to Steamworks. And then go to... Let's go overtime. I think I updated for overtime anomaly as well. Edit store page. Description. So now you can upload MP4 videos as well. And you can upload assets of any dimension, but will resize down to a maximum of 4096 by 8192. That doesn't matter. So basically, these are videos. We still have the original GIFs that we used to get from easygif.com, I think was it. But now you can just upload a video. So what I do is, usually like when I make my trailer as well, I make 720p videos of like my GIFs, because that's what I used to do. I have like 720p videos and I used to throw them into EasyGIF. But now I can just upload the 720p videos. And because they're 1280 by 720, they fill up the entire space. They're super high res. And they're still like super low, like they're like 2 or 3 megabytes, because GIF is a pretty unoptimized container in terms of like file size. So our store page total like volume or like bandwidth needed has actually gone down. Like I said, I cannot place my 8K video enjoyers. I think, I know 8K is the opposite, right? Yeah. Sir, may I ask this question? Is it easier to make money on Roblox than on Steam? I don't think it's easier to make Roblox. People who are making real money on Roblox, what do you do? These people are real good at preying on children. I think both are fucked. Roblox is gonna be easier to get started, but I think most Roblox devs do switch to Steam for a certain degree. Do you live in Russia? I do not live in Russia. Quick buck is probably easier on Roblox, maybe, if you like just get the right brain rot shit. But I think you still need to be kind of tapped in on that community. Like, I think maybe if you're a child predator, you can make some pretty good money on Roblox pretty quickly. But I think otherwise, Steam is what I would say is still a little bit better. I don't know. Whenever I try to upload images, GIFs, or videos, regardless of file size or resolution, it always just errors with a timeout. Why? It's gonna be your internet, maybe? I have never had Predator maxing. Yeah. Okay, so what I wanted to talk about, I was like looking at like, this is already cleaned up, but like how like our project structure and things like that were with Unity, like this is miserable. Also, if I go to, because this is Unicycle Pizza time. Spoilers, I guess, for tomorrow. Isn't the Unity Tokyo office made as a downloadable asset? It is, but it's only for HDRP. I think actually, that's maybe a fun piece of lore. Unity Japan. Yeah. Because I've been here now. So, yeah. Oh, this is funny. You guys see this table? This table, right? Keep the table in mind. You too can, at home, recreate the experience of being at the Unity Japan office. Because this video, I don't actually know if it's noticeable. There's kind of like a little Unity. Like here you see like the Y. this video was recorded on this far corner with like the 2 big screens as well. The Unity at Tokyo office is very small, honestly. But they don't have it. Like this wall, like in the distance, is filled. It's like basically a Unity-chan shrine. They have like so much like art of Unity-chan on there, basically. But basically the office is this room. This is the lobby, and then there's one room to the side. Like you have the meeting room, and there's a little hallway, and that goes to the developer like quarters, and that's it. It's honestly really small. I don't think there's much of an anomaly game in that. And then the fact that it's HDRP only, I think this has pretty meh reviews as well. No, it's okay. Okay, just pink. That's a skill issue as well. Steve Jobs sweater. Yep, Steve Handjobs is here in the house. And we were like matching as well. Oh yeah, so here, like this is the hierarchy for unicycle pizza time. This is giving me nightmares. I would never make it look like this anymore. I would like at least like try to group it together per like section or something, like, you know, all of these things, and then like sort them by like, oh, this is walls, this is cars, this is props. But I think back then it was just like, no, we have 0 fucks to give, and we're just like throwing everything together. So I'm kind of like scared, I would say now as well. Like probably this is just what I had from 13 months ago. You didn't have time to mess with organization. Yeah, except now I realize that not messing with organization kind of makes it even more miserable. As well. I'm not gonna touch the city level, but like this new level, like this is what I did 13 months ago. I am actually going to clean this up at least. I'm pretty confident in that. Also because it's just like a bit of a mess, but this is spoilers for tomorrow. All my games are like a time capsule of my skills at the point all my game jam games are like a time capsule of my skills at that point in time. Yeah, I think it is nice to kind of like look back and be like, what do you mean I didn't know this back then? I didn't do this back then, because it like makes it feel better. Do you ever use AI in game production? Yeah, 100% for Occult. It helps so much in like doing stuff. And Vision Vortex, you cannot get a job because we do not have money. Yeah. Time to remake Overtime and Only. I have so many game ideas. That's the problem. We need to ship some games first before we get sidetracked. No more questions. Damn. I think I'm gonna go and give it a go to Farewells Clicker then, because we have time anyway. I don't know what the difference is between O and T though. This page has been quarantined. Regions this account is connected from. Oh no, my dude, you're French? You're Wallonian? I don't think we can play this. It's impossible. There's just no way. He's from the inferior side of Belgium. This has to be a virus. Okay, it's a Unity game. Let's do it. Give me... We need to play all the incrementals. Are you planning on doing 2D games in the future? Yeah. I want to. It's just a matter of how exactly we sometimes get the art, basically. Okay, let me switch this from screen. Okay, it goes straight into game. Give me a second. I need to... Let's pause the Skyrim music. You guys want to see a cool new window, like layout I did earlier today? This is not what we're gonna do. But I was like playing around with like my stream setup. Okay, so you can zoom in. Okay, pretty high sensitivity here. What do we click? Oh, we build a house. Free! When the time reaches 0, you will have to say farewell to your island. Okay, so by clicking, I make money. Okay. Does this do anything? dust, it gives me wheat. Are you planning on doing non-horror games in the future? Yeah, also 100%. I'm gonna make cozy games one day. Don't ask me when, but I would be down. But this slowly makes passively as well. If I have 30 wheat, how much wheat do I have? Does this give me less money? Clicks look juicy? Yeah, I would say generally clicking is pretty nice. I'm just saying there's a lack of dog simulator games. I'm not making that. There are limits. Okay, out of time. Total 3 stars. Farewells. Okay. So I have 2 stars. I can upgrade. I get 1 house for free. This gives me 6 a minute, or I have 10 gold now, so I can put down a wheat field. 30 gold now, so I can put down 2 wheat fields. So I guess I have to choose between like, oh, do I want more wheat first, or do I want more money first? I have 2 houses. But I can only click 1 at a time. But the house also passively makes money. Oh, that was a question. Is it hold to click or manual clicking? So you can hold to click. This is hold to click. This is manual click. Wait, this is my Call of Duty FAL trigger finger coming out. But holding is substantially slower, I would say. But at least you don't have to break your mouse. Something out the flat text font irks me. I think it's pretty okay. I have a lot of time though. So how much do I have? Is my question now. It's like, I have not enough, that's all I know. Hey Red Cat Noodle as well, how are you doing? This looks cute. I mean, it's not mine. I think my biggest comment I would give now, if you're doing like a demo or like a playtest, is I would speed up the timings once again. Because once again, it's been like 4 minutes. And we've done 2 laps of like the progress. Okay, out of time. Amazing. How much money did we make? Someone who didn't truncate. After making all these horror games, would you say you can confirm what you said in the game tier list video? It's one of the easiest and fastest genres to make games of? Yes. But that doesn't mean that it's a good genre to make still. If you want to make like something else. Would you make a science-based dragon? No, I would not. This does feel somewhat slow for the start of an clicker game. Or like incremental game. Yeah, that's what I feel as well. Click productivity. I feel like that's better. I think that's all I can upgrade for now, right? Yeah. Put those. No idea. Okay. Oh, it double speed clicks now. Let's go. When are you having another mental call-in? It's in the Discord, Seamus. We have a schedule. I think it's gonna be end of the month. End of February. Not this month, sorry. So we wanna put down some wheat fields. Goal seems to be farm stars, so there's goal to maximize those. Yeah, but I'm not really sure. Every house and wheat fields both gives me 1 star, I guess. So I want to place as much down as possible. How do you see Tiny doing? Oh, I didn't know you asked me earlier. I think it's gonna do like meh, okay. Like it's still a tower defense game. I don't know that much about the game. Also though. We need more. Yeah, but auto. Sounds fun to place those fast. Yeah, because now I need to like take time to put them down. I think at least we should get a lot of stars now. Because we have a lot of things placed now. What's flickering top right? Yeah, I think it's like the treasure chests. I think it's bugged. The peach flicking, that is a very shameless thing to say. The UI is in the top left of the screen. Try Windows. What do you mean? There is no settings for this game. Because this is like an earlier build. There is no UI off screen. There's just the UI that you see and that's it. Wait. The chests are broken, so that's a scam. Speed up production. Build fields, depending on what. Okay. So now we're starting the synergy stuff. Let's give it one more go. Your currency is flying to the top left of screen. Oh, I did not notice. Oh yeah, I see. Making lots of money. Oh, I can turn. Nice. Now nothing is flying. Yeah, there's like another chest here. I think the chests are just broken. This game looks like you can make it look without any mask. Just make it all look like a hover. Maybe. Like one thing I thought I saw in the trailer was that like one click would like automatically make other things happen as well. Like everything would click at the same time. Or maybe it's just the auto. Cause like, you know, these things they have like slow automatic generation as well, but it's just very slow. But yeah, we're building a lot this game, this amount. Good money. Because we can actually fully max out this place, I think. Yeah, let's put down a house here. Now we can place nothing else. What happens? It's just... yeah, it's just blocked. Out of time. 19 stars. Why do I have like 5 plus 13, total 18, and then I get 19? I'm not sure why. Don't have the banquet. Don't produce anything, just give stars. This is not what I would call a short incremental game. I think this is gonna be like pretty much bigger already. I'm not sure. It goes pretty deep, it seems. I think the onboarding is fine. It just needs to be faster, or like, I don't know, something maybe. Does it click interactions feel satisfying enough? I would say so. Let's keep it at this. Okay. Did you ever consider organizing a small game jam on itch? Yeah, but I don't really like the game jams that much. We have another entry. Proof of concept auto battler roguelite. Tombstone tactics. Let's go another Unity game. Okay, sure thing, Windows. Thank you very much. Are incremental games something with actual Steam potentials as player bait? Yep, 100%. Okay, so you have select 3 unit archetypes comparing to the 3 soul color. Red warrior, green scout, blue mage. Once the unit is spawned, you can drag items onto them to increase their stats for battle. Available items are health, armor, tech, speed, range. Once you're happy with your units, press the button to start the battle. Do not press start battle before spawning a unit or it will hard lock the game. Okay, so select Tombstone on the map. Aha, here. So I can select, I'm gonna do mage, warrior, warrior. And then I'm going to give upgrades to my warriors. In terms of health, damage, and defense. Oh, I think both of them already have it, so I have to give it to that. And then we press start battle. So now they start battling. Okay, I got smoked. Okay, seems like my warriors are... no, okay. Let's try again. Warrior. Warrior. Warrior? It's just all... they all get some health. They all get some armor. Okay, start battle. I feel like this is a very unbalanced prototype. Okay, so like I can beat one dude. I have no idea what my HP is. Okay, maybe I win this? Nope, we're so fucked. Okay. This type of game has potential with an actual progression loop. Ah. What do we think, chat? Like, yeah, it can work. I think you're the fourth guy. I think... oh. Am I stupid? I can use all the tombstones. I think I misunderstood and I thought I could only spawn 3, but it's the 3 archetypes. Let's try that one more time. I'm sorry, dear developer. Poor man's auto chess. Yeah, I think maybe... no, it's still fucked. We still lose. There's a lot of you. I think that's the thing. I think it's more than 3 items per unit. I think it's more of like you can only put one of the same item on each unit. Because can I put 2 swords? Yeah, I can put more swords on the mage, for example, and then just put more health and defense on my warriors. So like they can tank. This is... I think this is gonna need a lot of work still to figure out, though. Also, yeah, this balance is fucked. Even with 4 characters, I can't do anything. Yeah. Does it have potential? Maybe. But I don't think... I don't know if this is what you need to keep chasing, this game. I think there may be other things as well. But yeah, shout out Shade11 for calling that one out. Game dev environment art portfolio roast. I'm looking to reformat my generalist environment art portfolio. Okay, this is something I've never done before. The question is this gonna be to like find a new job, or is this just a general thing? Because I think like what I've heard is like you make a portfolio that is like hyper specific to like what you're like, you only have like 3 or 4 pieces on it. That's like, this is the best stuff I have. I don't know if this is the best stuff you have. This is Unreal, I guess. Okay. Maybe we can... Okay, so you... Oh, I think I've seen this game once. I think I've done the trailer roast of this, or something like that. Yeah, you need pre-made levels. Oh no, yeah. So if you are applying to write, you want to show you can do their our side. Yeah, you don't show like, this is everything I can do. You only show like, this is what I can do that is in your style. If you want to like do it actually for like applying. Showcasing your process is more important. Maybe this is, guys, I have no clue. Like these environments, but it's only like one picture as well. This looks better, but I don't know if this is like what I would use to apply to a job for. Like, this has better parts at least. I think this would be something I would keep on the reel. I would not show Ice Cream Escape. If you're going for... Like, there's no... like, information like how many text... Like, not how many triangles is this? How did I make this? What's, like, the process? Did I block this out? But, like, often, like, you can, like, scroll down on, like, art list and you can see, like, oh, this is the entire process. Of like, this is my sketch that I did for it, and this doesn't feel like it has that. Wow, this is very reflective as well. Yeah, I think I would change those things as well. If you're looking for a job at least, I think it would be different. I would do different stuff. So yeah, that's that. What should we do next, guys? What should we do? I have like a bunch of stuff I can talk about. We can talk about some of our canceled projects. We can answer some more questions. We can do some other stuff. Because I think maybe one question that we haven't addressed, that maybe we should address, is what's the deal with Pripyat Zero? I think I've only mentioned this on Patreon. This was originally planned, I think, to release yesterday. Whoopsies. No, just January. I think we had planned for ourselves to be yesterday. But now, as you can see, it's Q2. Kind of why? We ran into 2 problems. The first problem was that we weren't having fun with development. Is I think one thing. Of like, I think we made this game. I still want to make this game 100%, but I think we were needlessly rushing the game, and it was also hurting things like our wish list. I don't know actually what our wish lists are right now. I haven't really looked at it for, I think, weeks at this point. Look, wish lists. 1 month. Let's say 1 month. Pripyat Zero. I want to see lifetime wish list. It's a 360 wish list. Okay, whatever. I haven't really done much for it since, like, yeah, basically January 1st. So Let me close some tabs as well, so I can just keep Pripyat 0 on standby. We can make this a good game. 100%. And we have some good progress still compared to like the build we used here. We just ran into like problems that were kind of getting demotivated with the game because it was like we were crunching too hard, and it's like, why are we doing this? Because this is a game that's not going to have a demo anyway. It doesn't fit the demo set, so there's like no point in rushing now for Next Fest because we're not doing a Next Fest. And then it's also like we were like originally planning to do this game as like an in-between to make sure the studio stays alive, but then I looked at our financials again and it's like, you know what, actually it's not that bad. Are we making lots of money? No. But it's like we shouldn't just ship a game out in a month for the sake of shipping a game out in a month and then not reaching our potential. I think we talked about it in the video that I did with Thomas as well, of like Unicycle Pizza Time, of like kind of having that regret of not having spent more time here. This one, I would approach game if we had to start over. Not having been able to spend more time on Unicycle Pizza Time, which maybe still did hurt the long tail or the short tail, like right after release about it. And we were kind of like asking ourselves, are we doing that same thing here of like, you know, we can sit on this game for like as long as we want basically, because there is no pressure of like having the demo. It's just we make the game. And then we just keep doing marketing because we know that it works. We know that short form content does work for us for this kind of game because that's what we did before the start of the year. Why try to like rush it out now, not give ourselves enough time to market it, to then make $2,000 in game sales? And that kind of like made me realize it's not worth it to do that. I want to make the game still because like I'm expecting it to be like a Kyoto anomaly at best, which at the end of the day is like $5,000. It's like, do I really wanna do all of that? Almost rush out a game that I may not be happy with, that may not be the best thing we can make, only to make $5,000. How far from the demo do you think you are? We are not doing a demo for Pripyat 0. Because the way it's like level design and things like that doesn't make sense for having a demo. Oh, do I have... Okay, I have Kowloon 0. So before there was Pripyat 0, there was Kowloon 0. It's been a while since this has opened. This was another anomaly game that we spent like a week or two on, maybe a little bit longer, that does have the idea of we can make a demo for this game. I'm not sure how long this is going to take to load. I can show you a little bit of it. This is very much like not happening anytime soon anymore. I think it kind of got replaced by Pripyat 0. I think like this game, Kowloon 0, it's also, surprise, an anomaly game. But this one was one where we wanted to do something more. I think that's kind of the problem as well. It's like, okay, this is an Exit 8 like, but with a bicycle. But we weren't doing anything new in terms of the anomaly genre. Not that much. For Kowloon 0, it's also an anomaly game, but it's basically like a 5-in-1. And that one we do have like, okay, we know if we wanted to approach this, we were going to do a demo. Like right now, this project it's not happening anytime soon. Because it's kind of like, I was like thinking about it. It wasn't really that deep of a cost. There wasn't really any money or effort spent with either. Come on, we're gonna load. And here, you'll see it in a bit. I can keep talking about it, but it's gonna make more sense when I can show you what like the vision of this game was. A demo would have made more sense, but this was also something that like we weren't gonna be doing for the February Next Fest, and it's once again of like, I think right now we shouldn't do too much about the anomaly games. That's why where was it? Here, this game. Like when I was looking at this, I was like, yeah, if it doesn't have co-op, my advice would have been to just ship it as fast as possible, because I think anomaly games right now are not going super great. A Steam game with no demo, a demo plus Next Fest is the way to get wish lists. Maybe, but like you need to once again remember what was the mindset with this game. The mindset with this game was our revenue has been through the shitter and we need to earn money and we don't have time to, because if we do the Next Fest, And then we release in March. That means getting paid in April. We were planning this game from December. That's still 5 months. So that's why we were like, we do not have maybe the runway to survive that long. And that was the original thought with Pripyat. After we started developing on Pripyat, I realized, like, actually, no, we're not that fucked. And that's when we were able to start affording to think about, like, hey, actually, let's not ship this out in less than a month, basically. Also, it's because I don't think I've opened this game in a very long time. I think this is like basically the first import that I do of this game, because I reset my PC a while ago. So, Kowloon 0. Surprise, you know what Kowloon is, I feel. I don't want A-star updates. Give me the scene. I think I can explain it best then. Okay, so... Okay, it's very green. Does this work? I actually have no idea how much of this gameplay is currently working. The idea is, instead of having one environment, which gets kind of repetitive, I would say, what if we had 5 environments? 5 anomaly games in one. What's the bottleneck for developing anomaly games? There is no bottleneck. It's just a genre that is kind of like not that amazing in terms of like demand. Why is my game stuck? Okay, we're getting there. Okay, let me put this on my other screen. Come on. Come on, Unity. I have no idea what's happening. Okay. I think I started. There's some Unity issues. Kind of why this project died as well was because of the Unity 6.2 memory leak. Because this game, as you can see by like the batches, is like miserably unoptimized right now. But like the idea would be that we have kind of like 5 mini anomaly games in one. And here it would be very easy to make a demo. I'm reading Twitch chat, Leginger Dev. Don't worry, you can chill. I'm just trying to explain like my thought process. I think the incremental thing is a good time to start now. So the idea was we have 5 segments, actually, and then the demo is like a middle. Oh, Igusi, I'm gonna try. No, I'm not gonna do it. So like you would start outside. You get here 5 loops. Okay. So this is the connector. So here it would be your sign. Do I go left or do I go right? And it loops back to the same alleyway. That's what it's designed for. And then you go into this area. I don't think it's implemented. Yeah, this wall, this staircase would teleport you. Oh, this is very fucked. I'm just gonna stop the game. Nothing Igusi. Don't worry. You're doing great. Unity 6.2 is a miserable experience, let me tell you. I'm so happy 6. So the staircase would then lead. So this is the same staircase that we used earlier. Maybe you recognize it, maybe you don't. Oh, where am I? Okay, I'm here. Where the hell is my staircase? Anyways, this would then go into an interior level, basically. And here, once again, it's designed to have 8 loops. You can go up, you can go down. Oh, I think I know why. And then you repeat that 3 more times. You have an apartment interior. We have a hallway like that looks like outside, and then like a 5th level. And that was the original idea for this game. And I think it was like... it allowed for the game to be more content creator friendly as well. Because there was an actual demo and then a full game as well. And there was a clear delineation of like, you get more. But it was once again the thing of like, this is taking longer than expected for development because there are some level design issues with making the smooth connections between 5 different environments. And then also once again coming up with all of the meaningful anomalies. And then once again the question of like, does anyone actually want anomaly games right now? So those things combined kind of like, this was October, November, I think. Just kind of looks like Kowloon. That is exactly what it's supposed to look like. That was kind of what we were doing October, November. Like we were doing other stuff, but I think that was back then. It's been a while since I've touched this. Um, Also, there's like some miserable issues with like the assets. And I texted a guy, he's just like, I don't know, fuck you. Um, I don't know why this happens. Why cancel Kowloon 0 over Pripyat 0? Because Kowloon 0 is just a way bigger scope than Pripyat 0. Kowloon 0 is 4 times the scope of Pripyat 0, 5 times the scope. This is so, like, this is such a miserable working experience to develop, basically. Also, this version of Unity, at some point my PC is going to crash, so actually I shouldn't keep this open too much. Because it consumes 90% of my RAM or something like that. So I'm just going to turn it off. Yeah. How is your incremental game going, Le Ginger Dev? What's the max AIs Unity can handle at once? That's such a weird number. What does AIs mean? All hail the Orb demo trailer. So you know the same music? Okay. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. A horde of monsters chasing or something? It depends on how you make it. How do you do your path finding? It's the most vague question. Wait, fuck, I went to eat it. You played Farewell's Clicker while I was away. Gonna have to catch up. How was it though? It was slow. As I think what I can like summarize it as. But I think this is gonna perform pretty well. I think like right now incremental games are very much the right move, probably. Oh, this guy made a video about his Rage game. Take a look at this later. Because this one didn't have great reviews. Damn, he actually made good money then. Oh, his game is way higher priced than Unicycle Pizza Time, that's why. He released like a little bit before us actually. Unfortunately, he didn't want to do a bundle with us. Okay. Seems like he still did some updates. Wait, release date April 1st? He released this early. No, he released this later. Yeah. I remember. Did you play the T or O version? I have no idea anymore. I think the O version. How do I make games that have a potato PC? Use Godot. And you make a 2D game. Is Friendswap still the meta in 2026? I think Friendswap will always be the meta if it's multiplayer as well. But yeah, I followed this game's development for a while. I haven't watched the video. But I do think it was a very interesting like premise, at least of like the cats. You can make 3D in Godot, yeah, absolutely. But if you have a potato PC, you shouldn't. This is made by like a dude who has a miserable PC, and it's like 10-year-old ThinkPad, and it's like if it's a 2D game, like I think for the trailer the guy couldn't run the game at 30 FPS on his own laptop, and it's not because of like optimization issues. So like this is like rendered at like half game speed and then like doubled, basically. Creator slop over friend slop. What's creator slop? Is it like YouTubers covering it? Oh, he also did $5,000 in ads? Okay, I haven't seen the video yet, so. I think creator slop is basically videos where you don't even target it at like, I think the thing that doesn't work, I think creator slop helps, but I think creator slop is like not the Atriarch game, was the Misgift game? Was it Overgrowth? No. Game? Unrooted. I think this is creator slop. But creator slop does not mean you're gonna make a lot of money. See, friend slop games as creator-focused games. I think there's still a difference. I think you can make single-player games that are creator-focused. I think friend slop games require you to have multiplayer in it as well. I just love slop. I think in our tier list tonight, I think like every genre basically I call like slop. It's incremental slop. It's clicker slop. It's horror slop. There's so many. Oh, it's you, William. Hey, William. How's it going? So yeah, and hey, Dylan as well. Most of the friend slop games are not that great to play compared to Lethal or Peak. Yeah. Stop slop. I just like to slop on my knob. That's all I know. Nothing new here. Slopcore. Is that a game? No, just oddcore. I'm gonna make my own version. Slopcore, and that's gonna be the $1 million game. That's the problem. We have too many game ideas. And we just need to make them. I think Revolver Over, you asked earlier, like how many games does Bite Me want to release in 2026? I think 6. How many are we gonna actually release? I'm not even sure. Will Bite Me participate in the next fest in February? Yes. We will. But I don't think we're gonna say just yet what it's gonna be with. But yeah. Pripyat Zero? That's just Bite Me slop. How do I find game ideas like you? I don't know if my game ideas are that great. But most of our game ideas just come from going outside. And then looking at what's coming out. Yesterday I played a demo that was like Lethal Company, but I have to deliver stuff to places instead of collecting. It was fun for one quota run, but then fell off. Cozy is I think cozy is indeed one of the most common buzzwords. I want to make a cozy game at some point. But that's like 3 years in the future. No one really suggests indies to make them. I think cozy is not a genre you suggest. Cozy is an art style and a vibe, basically. Is 6 Pripyat Zeros going to be enough to make your $1 million? It's not. But there's other games coming instead. Oh, I see that your UI was in fact out of screen. Okay. Cozy slop. Tiny bookshop is cozy slop. I don't know. Cozy horror, my beloved. That's why we do Boba Tea Shop, right? Like, you know, a cozy game, this is a management game. But it's like you just make it a cozy management game. I think cozy is like a way you kind of do a visual style. It's not an actual genre. You can make cozy incrementals. You can make horror incrementals. You can do all of those things. So cozy is more of like the art style. Are you good at art? Make a game with cozy art. Are you not good at art? Make horror slop. I don't care. What's the status of the rescue carry prototype? We haven't touched it for like a month and a bit. Because the multiplayer was just so fucked. Just do a Bethesda and re-release Unicycle Pizza Time with 16 times the detail. Except the code base for Unicycle Pizza Time is too rough to want to do that as well. So yeah. Should we leak our next game, William? Or should we just end the stream? Probably you'll know our next, like, the next fest game in like a week. We're not gonna leak it, right? Yeah, we're not gonna leak it. Get fucked. Nope. Are you guys ready for Pripyat 1? Pripyat 8? Is it a horror? Maybe. Maybe not. Depends on how you look at it. You guys are gonna have to wait a week more. When will it be cancelled? Probably next week. I hope not. Chapter 8. Yeah, there's a lot of things we can do. But yeah, we're working on some stuff. But you're gonna have to wait. And on that terrible disappointment for you guys, I want to say thank you very much for having tuned in. Tomorrow we go back to Unicycle Pizza Time, which is going to be our actual Friends Lob game, and we're gonna do some level design on that. And I think, yeah, apart from that, keep it coming. I mean, you can always ask questions still. Wait, Ikusi, I'm not gonna leak no matter what you give, okay? Let's just get that out of the way. I don't know why I get a question. I feel like my chats are off. Basically, you can always still put up questions in the Improve My Game channel on Discord, because not just me, but like if you go back, like other people, like also give comments on it. I think we have a very good vibe, basically. Yeah, I think vibe is the best way to do. We have some great people in our chats. So keep posting. It's not just when these streams are live. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same bad time, same bad channel. Why not leak? Because it's going to be an actually good game. And we want to give it a real proper announcement. Patrons get the announcement next week, but it should be out by next week already as well. So enjoy the rest of your day, guys. And see you guys tomorrow. Bye.